yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Hey, check.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now it's Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check in. Check in.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun. 21. Go.
Now Garoppolo. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Garoppolo on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get that to devalve the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Bravo!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice, but before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his fourth in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Josie Jewell on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
34 from Mike. Hey, go. Check in, check in. No check. He's crashing. He's checking crack. He's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
To throw is Garoppolo. And finding Keelan Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
1st down, Jaguars.
Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that.
1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under 10, under 10, 10. White.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open out on the left side, this is Cole. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. Now that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jaguars 14. Broncos 0.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Third down, Flacco from the gun, and that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this will be taken at the 13, pushing through the contact. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Now Leonard Fournette. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
12, fellas, here we go.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here, son. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.